Welcome to my channel. This video is how to make a ruffle wreath using 1 roll of 10-inch mesh and 2 rolls of 6-inch mesh. If you haven't done so, please subscribe and don't forget to tap the bell for notifications on my uploads and live streams. To start, I'm cutting the 10-inch mesh at 20 inches in length, and each time I cut it, I slide it to my left. That way when I cut the new piece, I'm not cutting over the pieces I've already cut. Otherwise you'd be continually trimming those underneath pieces. When I cut the Deco mesh, I try to cut it as straight as possible to help reduce fraying. It is going to fray though. It's Deco mesh. If you cut it, it's going to fray. That's just the way it is, and sometimes the sides will fray even if you don't cut it. I mean, that's just the way Deco mesh is. When I get to that last piece, I cut it in half, and then I'm also cutting my chenille stems in half. But I wish I had counted how many ruffles I had. If I had, I would have taken that last long piece and cut it into thirds because I ended up being short 1 ruffle. So I'm taking my 20-inch piece of mesh and I'm rolling it under, like 1 complete roll, and then ruffling it and then making another roll at the other end. You can just kind of tuck it under, or you can just ruffle it like that. If you do it like this, it does help from any fraying showing. And I do like the little spirals at the end of it. So it's just your preference. Now I'm attaching this to the middle 2 wires. So I'm alternating. Every time I attach a ruffle, I'll put one on the 2nd wire and then the next one will go on the 3rd wire. I am attaching 3 ruffles per section of this wreath, except I am 1 short, so 1 section will only have 2. But it's still nice and full. So I don't have to worry about that. And I also could have cut these chenille stems into thirds because I really didn't need them that long. You could also use tinsel wire to attach these, or wreath ties. They're a thicker wire. Or you could use cable ties. The only thing about cable ties is you can't move the mesh around. Sometimes when I do ruffles like this, I like to twist the ruffle after I've attached it, twist it different ways. And so you can't do that with a cable tie. That's the only thing. Sometimes it's easier to turn it upside down and make that first little roll and then turn it back over and do your ruffling. Sometimes it's just easier to do that little roll. Again, you don't have to do that roll if you don't like that. If you don't like that look, if you just want it more ruffly, then just ruffle it, but be aware that you're going to be able to see the fraying more. I'm using a 14-inch wreath form. It has 6 sections. So again, I'm attaching 3 ruffles per section except for the one that I'm short, and I'll only be doing 2. So if you're using a larger wreath form, you need to be aware of that you'll need more ruffles. So 1 roll of 10-inch may not be enough for you. You could do just 2 per section, but you're really going to need to add something else in between there because it's not going to be full enough. Make sure you're giving your chenille stems or whatever you're using to tie these on with, give them a good couple of twists, at least 2 full twists, maybe 3. So you want to make sure they're nice and secure. Don't just do like 1 twist or anything like that. You want to make sure it's nice and snug and twist it on there good. I'll go back at the end and fix all those loose chenille stems, all the ends sticking out. See how nice and full it is? I know it didn't look like it was going to be full when I first started, but that's the way, once you get it all done, it does look nice and full. Now I'm going to every other ruffle and I'm twisting them sideways. The only thing about doing that is it will show the wreath form where I twist it sideways. So where it's gathered and attached, you'll be able to see the wreath form a little bit. But I'm going to be adding some more mesh, so I don't have to worry about that. If you were just doing 10-inch, then I would be concerned about that and probably not twist that. Okay, now I'm on to the 6-inch, and again I'm cutting it at 20 inches just like the 10-inch. I'm taking those half pieces of chenille stems and cutting them in half again because I know I'm not going to need a very long piece to attach this 6-inch. So I'm ruffling it the same way, and try to make sure when you do that little when you make that little spiral there at the beginning or roll it, make sure that it's not poking out on one side. Make sure it's even with the mesh. So you don't, if you have like a corner sticking out, it's going to show some fray. So try to be careful about that too. So of course these are smaller pieces since it's 6-inch, but this is just going to add some more color and depth to the wreath. So I'm attaching it the same way, twisting that chenille stem on there real snug, and just attaching it every 2 lime pieces. I'm attaching a blue piece. So I'm counting 2 lime ruffles and then adding a blue, and I'm alternating on the second and third wire again. Then when I got to the end, I had 5 lime ruffles left over because of the odd amount of ruffles being short one. So I just had to leave 3 ruffles on one side and 2 ruffles on the other side. But had I made that extra ruffle, I would have been able to add 2 blue pieces. And I did end up with a extra blue piece because of it. So I had an option there to do it like this or to do 2 blue pieces close together, and I didn't want to do that. So now I'm doing purple, and I'm going between the 2 lime pieces that I left alone at the blue. So it's lime, blue, lime, purple. So that's the pattern I made. You can do any pattern you want, and I'm attaching these between the lime pieces. You could attach this on top of the lime, but this is going to make it look fuller by attaching it to the wreath form between the lime. So if you had one more piece or one more roll of 6-inch, then you could attach those on top of some of the limes, or you could just do them in between a blue and lime or in between a purple and lime. It's however you want to do it. And here it is finished before decorated, and I will be showing another video how I decorated it, so please look forward to that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell for notifications, comment, share, and please be kind with your comments, and please be kind to others.